Cool.
Right. Welcome to the Virtual Man Shed. This is series 4 of Truths in the Virtual Shed. And this is our first video, which I'm really excited about. We're practicing with the technology, so Mike and I are still trying to figure out which way to sit in our chairs, so bear with us. So with me this week, I've got Mike Foster, and you're the entrepreneur's mentor, is that right?
That's correct.
So tell us a bit about yourself and what you do.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me on your virtual shed. It's great to be sort of sharing some thoughts with you. Yeah, my personal brand is the Entrepreneur's Mentor, so I do exactly what it says on the tin. I mentor other entrepreneurs to start, develop and grow their own business. It's really off the back of running my own companies for over a decade of various different types, from a bookkeeping management accounts business to a marketing company to a training business to an indoor soft play centre. And it's about sort of sharing that experience that I've had, the warts and all, and making sure that other people don't necessarily make the mistake I made, but also to help them to develop their own business and to achieve the success that they define themselves. I think it's really important that people define their own success.
And is that sort of an overall thing, or is it sort of mentorship in terms of specific issues that clients might have? Like, for example, I can be quite, what's the word? Slow to take action sometimes. So getting these videos together or hosting webinars, which is stuff I want to do, but I kind of hold myself back. So would you help people with specific issues?
Yes, it's actually quite a blend of all that, really. I position myself as a mentor because from my own personal experience and from the research I did about coaching, is that sometimes people didn't know the answer to the questions they were being asked, and good coaches ask good questions. So I still coach people, but where I bring in the mentorship is that if I find a client needs a spark or something to fuel their own thoughts, I'll give them a case study, I'll give them an example. And my own background in terms of how I built my own CV, it's quite holistic. So I've got experience in sales, marketing, operations, finance, health and safety, etc. So I feel that I can support businesses in most areas. And one of the main things that I talk about in my sessions with my clients is what's top of mind with you, what's keeping you awake, what's frustrating you, what's making you procrastinate. And it's sometimes just dealing with that one thing. But the core element of coaching and mentoring is about accountability and motivation. So I help my clients to establish what it is that they want to achieve, i.e. that success defined by themselves. What's the big long-term picture? How do we break that down into a 1-year plan or a 90-day plan? And then I work with them to keep them accountable and motivated to take action and execute those things that they committed to. I call them high-power activities, those things you have to do in your business without distraction for the development of your business.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, fantastic. Sounds really good. And so you've obviously kind of got a passion for helping people generally, but then of course, we're here to talk about men's mental health and things like that. So you've got an event coming up which you want to share. So what is it you're up to?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about this event. Yeah, volunteering and helping others has always been in my blood. A big part of Rotaract, which was part of Rotary a few years ago, was a member of Rotary. And over the last few years in Oxfordshire, where I'm based, there's been an International Women's Day. And I was approached at the start of this year whether I'd run an International Men's Day for Oxfordshire. It's obviously an international day of celebration this year on the 19th of November. And the UK has 3 specific themes that it looks to address with the Men's Day in the UK, which is about making a positive difference on the well-being and the lives of men and boys. It's about raising awareness or funds for a charity. And it's about promoting positive conversation about men, manhood and their masculinity. And when I was approached, it sort of ticked a few boxes for me because personally I've had a few challenges, a few issues that I probably didn't put my hand up early enough or soon enough. And the event's about a celebration event, but it's also about raising awareness for men that hopefully it will save some lives, whether it's the lives of those that are attending or the lives of people that they know, just by people acknowledging whether it's mental health issues or physical health issues that they may be facing.
And that's a hard one, isn't it? I think it's, well, it is a lot easier, especially for men, to sort of put their hands up about, most sort of physical ailments, things like that, but we still struggle to sort of say, actually, I'm having this today. So, big congratulations to you for doing the event, Mike, because anything like this, I think it does get guys thinking, because awareness has that potential down the line to save somebody's life and stop them from doing something, or just encourage them to help out, really.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. So it's on. Oops, all teams. Hang on. There we go. Remind us of the details again. It's on the 19th.
It's on the 19th of November at 4 p.m. Basically, it's a couple of hours of speakers. It's now virtually, totally virtually online because obviously of the lockdown we're now facing, unfortunately. But it's been really interesting putting the speaker lineup together because, you know, I took on the responsibility of organising the event because I wanted to raise awareness. I wanted to support the message about men putting their hand up earlier, etc., etc. But as I've done the research with the speakers about ADHD, about mental health, about suicide awareness, about men's health, you know, it's really enlightened me in terms of some of the deeper issues actually that we want to highlight with the event, as well as obviously doing that celebration piece, a celebration about, you know, man and boy, really.
Love it. Absolutely fantastic, mate. Well, listen, thanks very much for your time. I think it's going to be a great event. When we post this, we'll share a link as well. There's a fundraiser, I take it?
Yeah, so it's a £25 donation to attend. That donation is fully donated to Oxfordshire Mind. And Oxfordshire Mind obviously do some great work in terms of supporting people with mental health.
Love it.
And it's available on Eventbrite.
And it's available on Eventbrite. That's brilliant. We'll share that link as well. And yeah, so big thanks again to Mike. This new virtual Truths from the Shed. This truth is, as Mike just said there, is that we just need that little bit more support and encouragement to put our hand up, especially as men. Say, actually, you need a little bit of support, and I think that's a great message, Mike. Thank you so much for your time, and best of luck with the event.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me. Much appreciated. Good to
See you
speak
next
to you.
time. Thanks again. All the best, mate. Bye-bye.